This is so interesting. Matt Gaetz was on a flight and someone who is sitting behind him took a video of him texting his mother. Now, you're probably thinking, this is beneath you, Luke. What, are you going to read his text? What, are you going to read his text? No. Yes, maybe. But that's only because somebody else already posted it. I wouldn't take the video of someone's private text. But somebody else did, so everyone's talking about it. So like it's out there already, so now we can talk about it. That's kind of my rule of thumb. But it was also, I thought it may have been a fake video because the texts were so funny. And he's arguing with his mom about criticizing Trump. Because Matt Gaetz was critical. So Matt Gaetz, the former Republican congressman, the person who was nominated to be Trump's attorney general, but then had to not be because of stuff, things, a past, Venmos, 17-year-old, allegedly. And so now he's a host on OAN, I think, which is just, it's good. It's special. It's fun. So he was having this discussion with his mom over text while he was on this flight. And he was critical of Trump over Trump's Iran decisions. And his mom was saying, how dare you criticize Trump in public? So I'll read you some of these texts, but I thought they were fake. And then Matt Gaetz confirmed it. He said, apparently someone sitting behind me on a flight recorded me without my knowledge. They found me texting my mother about news of the day, family finances, and working on my laptop. Please let this be a reminder to everyone to call your mother and maybe get a screen protector. Maybe so. And private those Venmos. But so here's the beginning of the video. You can see Matt Gaetz, indeed. You can recognize that guy from a mile away. Very unique dude. And so let me read some of these. The first one that you can kind of get a good view of is his mom saying, don't be criticizing the president or his actions. Imagine getting that. My mom has never one single time texted me and said, don't criticize blah, 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 blah. Ever. Thank you, Mom. I'm going to call my mom. Don't be criticizing the president or his actions. This is really hard to read. He's trying to keep us safe. That's his job. MAGA will turn on you. You will lose viewership. Your days in Congress are over. Practice of law. Let's not mess up the media gig. Oh, gosh. Oh, brutal. The president has been a very good friend to you. He hates betrayal. There we go. Be smart. So for podcast listeners, the reason it's going to be kind of hard to read some of these is they're a little blurry, but I think we can get another better shot here. So you have that text. She's saying you're going to mess up your media career. MAGA's not going to like you. As we continue through this, please do click the subscribe button. I appreciate all of you. And then Matt Gaetz responds to his mom saying, I'm trying to guide him, not criticize him. What a weird thing to be arguing with your mom about. But I've never been freer to share my views, and I'll continue to do so. I think about the people who cheerleaded the Iraq war because they liked Bush. Those people have blood on their hands. And then Gaetz's mom responds, don't guide him in the public square. He has intelligence and briefing that you are not privy to. Well, joke's on you, Matt Gaetz' mom. He doesn't listen to his briefings. So then Matt Gaetz responds to his mom, Iran's nuclear program posed no threat to the U.S. North Korea actually does. And then she says, not privy. And then he responds, you'd be surprised. And then he says, guiding Donald Trump always includes a private and public component. I know how to do it. And then I guess they're talking about other things. I don't really want to hear about their family finances. That's weird. But that goes on. And then she says, this is Grump's Reagan moment. So the mom misspelled Trump and it says Grumps. This is Grump's Reagan moment. I hope it works out. I feel safer. Well, good for you, Matt Gaetz' mom. Then Matt Gaetz responds, Clinton had a good Iran policy. Reagan showed restraint after Iranians killed some Americans. I reminded Trump that last week because we were distracted and something, and we can't really see those. So the point is, he was arguing with his mom. And it's interesting because I think sometimes you wonder how does someone like Matt Gaetz come to be? How do you turn into Matt Gaetz with his views? Having that parenting, right? Now, in this case, they disagree, and Matt Gaetz is standing strong against his mother. But that's the type of ideology that creates someone with Matt Gaetz's viewpoints, which is a mom who literally, and I'm sure the dad agrees, doesn't want Gaetz to criticize Trump publicly. That's how much they're thinking in a cult mindset. And I saw at some point in the text exchange, it was like, what are you going to do if you lose this job? And he's like, I'll be fine. I have an all paid condo or something. I guess that was the finances. Speaking of text, I just found this so funny. Spencer Hakimian said, I've been texting my wife who doesn't follow politics in Truth Social format, how Trump posts. She thinks I've developed a massive mental disability telling. And he said, the plumber is coming at 1:30 p.m. And then all caps, thank you for your attention to this matter. Spencer T. Hakimian, president of Tolo Capital Management. And she said, what the F? So true. I mean, think about that in so many different aspects. If you acted like Trump in your personal life, people would think you were insane. I had someone tell me that they really just couldn't stop thinking about something we had discussed, which is I was going through, imagine if a guy, just imagine separate from everything you know, just imagine if a guy was caught on a recording saying he just grabs women by their, you know what, and doesn't even ask because he's so epic. And you wouldn't, and you were presented that recording as a potential boss, you would not want to hire that person. Ugh, what a gross person. He brags about sexually assaulting people. And that makes so much sense to everyone of any political ideology. Oh yeah, totally. Ugh, who would hire that person? Or any of the other things that Trump has said and done. That would be totally, you wouldn't want them being a low-level job at a random company. But Trump's the president of the United States. And the way that he acts, even just small things like him always doing the weird Truth Social mannerisms, come off so weird to people in every circumstance other than in politics with the most powerful person ever. Weird world. Share your thoughts in the comments.